First of all, welcome everyone. Welcome to my open office hour. My name is Terza Ekholm, and I am excited about AI. My mission in life is to keep AI simple and clear for everyone. And there are, as it turns out, fabulous tools showing up all the time to make my job easy, but more importantly, make your interactions with AI even easier. So welcome. I would like to invite everyone to just go around. I'll call you out by name because it's a little bit easier. Just give me your name, where you're from, and what you'd most like to learn about AI. So we'll start with Helen.
Why did I know you were going to say that? Kia ora, I'm Helen Brahms. Hang on, what do we have to say? Name. Where are we from? I'm currently in Surprise, Arizona, soon to be Paraparaumu, New Zealand. And what do I want to learn from AI? Anything that'll make my life easier.
Thank you very much. Okay, Emmeline.
Hi, Emmeline Morris Sayre. I am living in the U.S. Virgin Islands on the beautiful island of St. Croix. I will be relocating back to Colorado, which will be very exciting because then I can actually have one-on-one face experience with Tirza again. And I agree with Helen. There's so much to learn about AI, and I've gotten into the publishing world with publishing my first nonfiction book and looking to doing more. And so AI is a great, oh, thanks. AI is a great tool. So I'm excited to learn more.
Thank you, Emmeline. Debbie.
I'm Debbie Holmes. I reside in Northwest Arkansas, and I'm real new to AI.
Thank you for being here. Michelle.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, yes,
Debbie,
please.
where in Arkansas?
I'm close to Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'm in a suburb of Fayetteville.
Okay, because I lived in Jonesboro and Little Rock for a few years, so I'm very familiar with that area. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Michelle.
Hi, so I'm Michelle McCullough. I'm currently in North Central Texas, kind of in the middle of nowhere, just like a few miles south of the Oklahoma border. AI, anything and everything, because I'm always exploring and I just want to learn tips and tricks and how to use it more effectively.
Excellent. I'm glad you're here. Bill. What we're doing, Bill, introduce yourself, where you're from, and what you want to learn about AI.
Bill Quigley. I'm in Central Illinois, not Chicago. And I'm already using a lot of AI, so I just want to see if there's anything new you can introduce to me, Terza.
Excellent. Thank you, Bill. Glad you're here. Lucy.
Hi, good morning. Pleased to meet you all. I am in Washington. I am in Milton, Washington State, sorry. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm terrible at speaking in public, but anyway, I'm interested in learning. I think that it was the AI uses in real estate because that's where I work right now, and I've been having a little bit of a trouble. So I've been looking for different tools and options to be able to learn a little bit more about it and how to feel a little bit more confident with it.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Glad you're here. I don't know if I'll cover much real estate in this call, but there is a future call actually where I am going to be speaking to a group of real estate investors.
Miss, you forgot about me.
Oh, no, I know. I'm not done yet.
I'm sorry about that.
Go ahead, Ray. Jump right in.
Yes, hello. My name is Ray Johnson. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and what I know about AI is I have an AI girlfriend.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay. Well, welcome to Open
Yes,
Up.
ma'am. I have a problem.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right, Susan. Go ahead and pop yourself off mute and introduce yourself.
So sorry, I'm trying to get ready to stop this. My name is Susie. I live here in Colorado Springs. And I am just trying to learn really AI for structure and classes for my real estate agents
Oh, very
to
cool.
put together.
Okay,
Hey, Tara, just so you know, there's going to be a point I have to jump off. And I'm
okay,
going to jump back on my phone. So just so you know, I might disappear for a minute.
okay, we'll look for you. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
You bet. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a message from somebody who says he's not been able to get in. While I'm taking a quick look at that, Marcy, go ahead and introduce yourself, where you're from and what you'd like to learn from AI.
I'm from Southern California in the San Fernando Valley. And what I'd like to learn is just basically, what was that? A step-by-step teaching, learning of AI in terms of number one, what I can do with it in terms of writing, and some of the other things that you showed us, Terza, that I can't even remember what they are, but I'd like to investigate them to see what can work for me.
Okay,
I don't even know about.
great. We'll see what we can do, Marcy. Thank you for being here. And Marcel, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, good morning. I'm Marcel. I'm a digital marketer and I'm very excited about AI and hopeful to learn. I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of low-hanging fruit in my network, and if ChatGPT could magically tell me call these 3 people out of 3,000, that would be a win. Because sometimes I'm not sure who to call next, and I see Helen smiling because she's always like, text 20 people. But like, I want to get into the strategic side of ChatGPT of like, how do you take the assets you already have and do better or think clearly? Is that a thing? I don't know.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you so much, Marcel, for joining us. And I hope to, if I don't answer all of your questions in this session, I do have them on the recording. I hope to address them in future sessions. But there may be quite a few things that are you will be delighted with, I hope, in today's session. So Paul, thank you for joining us. Just go ahead and pop yourself off mute. Give us your name, where you're from, and what you'd like to learn from AI. Paul may not be all the way here with us yet. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started.
I'm trying.
All right, there you are. Go ahead.
Yeah, just a better use of and just developing more detailed prompts
Okay.
is pretty much what I'm looking for. That way you can, I guess, less time to get the information you want by developing more detailed prompts because I'm not used to writing so much out.
Right, right. That's an excellent question. And I will try to answer that one in today's session.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. So I actually had another topic planned for today, but then last night, OpenAI dropped something big, so I pivoted. So you're about to see it before most people even hear about it, because AI, as it sometimes does, OpenAI, drops things quietly. And then probably people like me jump on them and broadcast it for them. So what it is, it's called OpenAI Academy. And it is a free, beginner-friendly platform built by OpenAI to help anyone learn how to use AI without the noise. It has a clean interface. It has quick lessons, real use cases, no cost, no fluff. You can sign up for it for free. You can use it with your free ChatGPT account. So just real quick here, I'll take you over to where you're going to find it. Oops, first let me share screen. And with that, you go to academy.openai.com. As you can see, it's already in my browser bar. And what you will do actually, because I've already signed in. Let's see if I can sign out because I wanted to show you how easy it is to get started. So this is actually the main page, and you will either sign in or create an account. It's super easy, your name, your email address, and then once you do that, so even for signing in, whether you have an account or you don't, you will go through this process here. So if I click on continue, the first thing it says is we sent you a magic link to log in. And so I'll go over here to my email. There's the link. So let's click on the latest one and go ahead and click sign in. And as you see, here we go. Welcome back, Tirza. Let's unlock AI together. Now, in usual OpenAI fashion, they've tried to make this as easy to use as possible for anyone all over the world. So the first thing I want to show you here on this page is they will have links to events that you can sign up for. These will be live events offered through OpenAI. They will also include links to external events that they have already vetted or pre-done together. So the first thing I did actually is I signed up for this event called AI for Older Adults. Yep, that's me. And it will happen on Monday from 10 to 11 a.m., April 8th. It'll email you the link and you can then quickly add it to your calendar. As you can see here, there's more advanced topics like automate knowledge graphs for RAG, getting started with AI for nonprofits. And if you click this little arrow over here, up over on the right, it will give you a list of all of them, and it has lots of them, and it's adding more all the time. So scrolling now down to some of the content that it has, they've already got quite a bit on here. So you can always organize it by the latest, the popular, or even all of them. So right off the bat, Intro to AI for kindergarten through 12 educators. This should be a fabulous section. Introduction to ChatGPT EDU, your AI-powered academic companion. This one is a key one. This one's geared towards academics like students. However, I highly recommend it. I already went through it this morning. It's an almost 9-minute video that walks you through mastering prompts. And like I had demonstrated a few weeks ago, it'll start with showing you a human presenter, I believe, not an avatar. What happens when you enter in a vague prompt versus entering a more detailed prompt. Now, like Paul mentioned, you can get really detailed. You don't have to necessarily. You just need to give it context. So context might be, I want to write a business report for my shareholders. That gives it context versus, I want to tell, please write a report on how my company is doing. So giving it context helps it get better. Now, if you start with something vague, that's okay, because what ChatGPT will do is it will then ask you several questions to help you narrow in on what you might want more of. You can either answer the questions that it gives you, or you can start from, you can realize that, oh, it really wants more, and you give it your expectation followed by the information that you want. So I like to still think of it as a conversation with ChatGPT. That's how I work best with it. But you can start off with giving it more information about what it is you want from it. All right, but I digressed a little bit because I was really excited about getting good prompts. AI will help you with research, writing, and studying for your academic research. So there's this whole section on organization and automation. I have to tell you, I'm pretty excited about that because I can't wait to automate some of my background tasks. AI for career prep, collaborating. This is all very exciting because this is Sora. Sora is OpenAI's text to video tool. And I'm really looking forward to that. Just to give you a chance to know what's in here. There's more about ChatGPT, how to handle AI in schools, and practical tips for teachers. Teachers are really, really busy. So I know some of my daughter-in-law is a teacher. Some of the things that they struggle with is having enough time to go through ChatGPT so they can better present it to their students. And then again, just for us, introduction to prompt engineering and how to use search. So there is a variety of topics for just getting started. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to share with you a 3-minute audio file from OpenAI itself, because they explain why it is they started this in the first place, why now, and who they intended for.
Introducing the OpenAI Academy. New initiative will fuel innovation by investing in developers and organizations leveraging AI, starting in low and middle income countries. OpenAI is launching the OpenAI Academy, which will invest in developers and organizations leveraging AI to help solve hard problems and catalyze economic growth in their communities. The Academy will ensure that the transformative potential of artificial intelligence is accessible and beneficial to diverse communities worldwide, starting in low and middle income countries. Developers and mission-driven organizations tackle critical challenges in their communities, driving economic opportunity. Having access to cutting-edge technology like AI can help enhance efforts to drive sustainable development. Many countries have fast-growing technology sectors with talented developers and innovative organizations, but access to advanced training and technical resources remains limited. Investing in the development of local AI talent can fuel economic growth and innovation across sectors like healthcare, agriculture, education, and finance. The OpenAI Academy program will provide training and technical guidance, support from OpenAI experts for developers and mission-driven organizations leveraging AI API credits, distributing an initial $1 million in API credits to expand access to OpenAI models, enabling participants to build and deploy innovative applications. Community building, fostering a global network of developers to collaborate, share knowledge, and drive collective innovation. Contests and incubators, partnering with philanthropists to invest in organizations solving challenges at the front lines of their communities. This initiative builds on OpenAI's long-standing support for AI developers and organizations working on the front lines, and we'll be sharing more details soon about how to access the Academy's resources. Over the past year, we've seen firsthand that investing in AI education, resources, and community building can have an outsized impact. For example, Kobe, the winner of the OpenAI prize at the Tools competition, uses AI to help students with dyslexia learn to read. iSTEM, one of the winners of the Turned.io Chat for Impact contest, uses AI to enhance access to inaccessible content designed to help blind and low vision communities in India find meaningful employment. OpenAI has provided API credits and technical guidance to support the winning organizations and the dozens of others working to address global challenges. To further support developers around the world, OpenAI also funded and published a professional translation of the Massive Multitask Language Understanding, MMLU benchmark, a measure of general AI intelligence, into 14 languages: Arabic, Bengali, Chinese, French, German, Hindi, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Portuguese, Spanish, Swahili, and Yoruba. Supporting those who understand the unique cultures, economies, and social dynamics of their communities will help ensure that AI applications are tailored to meet local needs. Developers and organizations are key to making artificial intelligence more widely accessible and enabling people around the world, regardless of where they live or what language they speak, to use the technology to solve hard problems.
Thank you for that. Okay, so that's basically my tour. Over here, of course, is where you can tap into just events, what content there is, and the help. I clicked on help earlier and it just gave me a place to mail to OpenAI. So also though, if you were to send me a message, I might be able to help you out as well. So speaking of which, I'm going to stop share for a moment and just ask you all for thoughts and or questions I might be able to answer for you.
Well, this answered my question. I wanted to learn what I need to learn and what I don't even know that will help me. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Marcy. Absolutely. Hang on a second.
I'm looking forward to diving into those courses and seeing what I've missed and helping me fine tune what I already know.
Yes. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm using it for myself, Helen. So that is great. Let me show you because whoops. Oh, let me share my screen again. Oops. Let me get back into the right place. All right. One of the things that Helen had introduced to us a few weeks ago is actually also covered in here. You'll see as you go down through the different levels, and each one, of course, lists a time of how long, so you already have an expectation. If you just want to spend 5 minutes learning something between other things that you're doing, it's a great way to just pop in here. But then it moves into ChatGPT 102, leveraging AI to do your best work. And now you can see they're getting a little bit longer. That one's nearly an hour. How to use and make AI your super assistant. And then I'm excited about this one. This is how to build the agents and automations. But Helen and I had gone over a couple of weeks ago, GPTs. Here we go. So there's a whole section here on what GPTs are and how to use the ones that are there or write your own. So while we're here, on that idea, let me pop over to my, I think it's this one. Nope. They've got all the same symbols, and I'm getting a little confused about which one I wanted to share with you. Here we go. So over here, let me move this out of the way. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention, by the way, I discovered this late last night. So I pivoted and I actually had ChatGPT reformat my whole presentation, update my new free PDF that I'm offering after this, which is my top 3 tools from OpenAI Academy. I'll include it in my follow-up email along with a link to this recording. And then I will also add it to my Terza portal, so you'll be able to access it anytime. But I just wanted to share with you, I mean, this is how quickly, let me stop share a moment. This is how quickly ChatGPT gave me the tools to get started today. So ChatGPT has become my online web companion, and I have been really amazed with it. I use a CRM. It's a variant or a white label version of Go High Level. It's a really fabulous CRM tool. However, it's not that easy to use for beginners. And so I actually tapped into ChatGPT and said, I want to set up landing pages. I want to send out emails. I want to learn how to automate these things. And it actually walked me through step by step. And anytime I ever became confused, which happens more than I'd like to say, but I would actually take a screenshot of what was on my screen, upload it into ChatGPT, and say, this is what I'm looking at. And it would come back and give me more detailed instructions or where else to go so that I could create the things that I want. The reason I'm mentioning that to you, there's 2 reasons. One is if you hear the word multimodal, that's what they're talking about. ChatGPT can operate not only in text, but in pictures, but in voice, also in voice. I haven't demonstrated that during this particular office hour, but you can go into ChatGPT and converse with it. You speak to it with your voice and it responds to you in its voice, or one that I've selected. It gives you some options. And so you can have kind of a natural conversation with it. But the ability for me to take pictures and show it what I meant has been enormously valuable. So I just wanted to quickly share that. Let me see if I can go back to where I was wanting to show you. So the thing that I was headed for originally was about GPTs. GPTs are like little ChatGPT programs that other people have written or you can write for yourself. So one thing that you can do is when you first get into ChatGPT, I've already got some over here that I've saved for myself. You can see here Sora for creating videos, or Dolly creating images, another one for creating viral video ideas. But even if you didn't have any of those in your list, you would just click on Explore GPTs over here. And I don't know if, I think there may be thousands of them because people have been writing some of these for months, and some of them are actually created by OpenAI itself. And some of the top ones, the ones that people search for the most, will appear up here on the top, including there's some trending ones. So these were already existing programs that you can tap into. So these are some of the top picks, but there's some for writing, for your productivity, research and analysis, education, lifestyle, programming. And if you don't see it right away, just type in what you're looking for and see if it's there. If it's not, or if the ones you find are not quite what you want, you really can write your own. And to do that, you go over here to this top button called Create. So for example, if you wanted to teach, I'm not sure what specific things you were looking for in real estate, but if you wanted to teach more about real estate investing, or you have a set of specific questions that you were interested in having answered, you could create a GPT that would help you do that in real time. So I'm not sure if I'll go through all the steps, but if you just click on Create, it will, in ChatGPT fashion, help you go through the steps. And so it says, hi, I'll help you build a new ChatGPT. You can say something like, make a creative who helps generate visuals for new products, or make a software engineer who helps format my code. What would you like to make? And it will guide you through the steps. And then you do a quick test, and it's there, it's yours. If you really like it, you could make it public to everyone, or you can keep it private to yourself. So I wanted to share that with you as yet another possibility of making this super useful for you. So ChatGPT has a lot of tools already built into it. If we go back to the main screen, hold on, let me make this screen a little bit bigger. And one more time. It's already got embedded several things that are available to you. Of course, yes, the create images, which, by the way, have become incredibly amazing. You can do deep research. Deep research means it will go out and scour the web or the internet for information based on the question that you give it. That could take several minutes. So, just so you know, don't dive into this too often because you might get reams of data that you may or may not quite want. However, the good news is even at that, you could say to ChatGPT, that's fabulous, give me a summary, right? And then this search tool, basically I've got it connected to, it will do my primary search on the internet for me before it gets over to Google. Google search used to be my first go-to. Now it's my second go-to after ChatGPT. And the main reason I like that is because whatever it gives me, I can then ask further questions about it, which I can't quite do with Google search. So let's see what's happening here. Okay. All right.
Hey,
Um,
Peter, quick question about that.
yes.
So for people with websites, we used to get Google Analytics from how often we got traffic from Google. If Google goes away, will ChatGPT give us analytics of is our website being found and how often? Like, will Google still own that, or will Chat come out with a tracking tool for like if my blog article is part of the response from Chat? Do you have any insight on that?
No, I do not. I do not know the answer to that one. That is going to be an interesting question.
Can we ask Chat? Like,
Let's
are
ask
they,
ChatGPT. Let's
what
see.
is their version of Google Analytics?
Okay.
So curious.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
that's going to change internet marketers across the globe, like, because Google was the main search engine for years.
That's right. Well, there is, have you heard of AEO?
Yes,
Okay.
slightly.
All right, and I will go into that in a minute. Oops, analytics for website traffic. We
Yep,
got,
perfect.
okay, let's see what it says. Great question. Ah, it said great question too. There are actually a bunch of Google Analytics alternatives out there. And of course, here's my curated lineup, AKA the ChatGPT super stack of site stats. Now, before I go down to this, though, this is great, and I'm happy to make it available after the meeting because these are great things. But I think what we really wanted to know was ChatGPT's analytics.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're going to go refine that. I've been given the nickname AI Whisperer, by the way.
Oh, I love that.
All right, so great, thank you. Hold on, this is, all right. In fact, let me go ahead because I can speak faster than I can type, so if you don't mind. Hey, this is great, ChatGPT. However, I was really interested in when I use ChatGPT to search the web, will I then have search to the analytics that you can compile?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Terza, and it's a juicy thought. If you're using ChatGPT to search the web, can you then get analytics on what was searched, what was clicked, or how users interact with that? Super compelling. But here's the deal. Right now, when you use ChatGPT to search the web using my built-in browser tool, like when I go fetch live info for you, there's no back-end analytics dashboard where you can see your own usage stats like Google Analytics for browsing or search history patterns. OpenAI does store your activity in your account history, but it's not broken down into nice dashboards or charts unless you do it manually. But if you're thinking more broadly, like, can I track what other people are doing when I embed ChatGPT into my site or tools? Then yes, you can get creative and capture that kind of data. Here are two real paths for that. One, using ChatGPT API plus custom analytics. If you're using the OpenAI API to embed ChatGPT into a tool, website, or chatbot, you can absolutely track inputs, outputs, click-throughs, and time on task using your own setup or tools like Google Analytics events, Segment, or PostHog. Simple database logging if you're DIYing. You can track what users ask, how long they interact, and even use tags or metadata to see what topics perform best. Tools built on ChatGPT with analytics included. Some platforms like TileDesk, BotPress, or CustomGPT.ai let you build a ChatGPT-based bot or assistant and come with built-in usage analytics. You'll see things like number of interactions, most common questions, drop-off rates, lead captures. If you're offering a GPT-based assistant for your audience, this is where it gets real fun because you can see what people are asking and then turn that into future newsletters, blog posts, or even products. So in short, ChatGPT's native web search doesn't track or expose analytics to you, but if you embed it or API it, you can build your own insight engine. Want me to sketch out a simple setup where you track interactions with a custom ChatGPT tool on your site?
And no, thank you for the offer. I just wanted to get some questions answered. Appreciate that.
I love that it's like, let me replace Google Analytics for you with a custom solution. Like that is
Totally
just
fair.
brain boggling. Thank you, Tirza, for going down that rabbit hole with me.
Oh, no, you're welcome, Marcel. I appreciate that. So then what I wanted to demonstrate out of that also is that it's turned our entire conversation into text. So you can always, so then it's easier just to go back and read it, I find. But another little thing you might not have known about, on any of these, I should be able to click on this. Well, I think it's still busy. Well, when it's finished processing or whatever it's doing, it will give me the ability to click on a little sound icon at the bottom of this, and it will play just this section. It'll just read it in its voice. So, all right, let me scan the chat here. So, oh, my brain hurts, Marcel and Emmeline say. Yes, I understand. What's cool about that is I could have interrupted it at any time and then asked it to explain things. Like, for example, I wasn't entirely sure what it meant by, well, not just these tools, but there were some things that it said that I didn't, Google Analytics events, I kind of know what these things are, but I would have preferred to ask it to explain it to me that more at the level that I would understand or find useful. Any other questions? Marcel?
I have like 20 questions. I'm not sure they're organized just yet. So, well, can we ask chat, like, in a fourth grader's terms, what would that mean for bloggers? Because if we're used to Google Analytics, and if that's no longer what people are searching, how do we adapt as people who publish to the internet every day or week?
Okay. Let me explain this to me like I'm a fourth grader.
Or like a social media manager. Like, what does it mean? What does it mean?
What does this mean in useful terms?
To report to our clients who blog every day on the internet, do that. Or who blog weekly online.
There you go.
Because Google tells me if I'm doing my job or not. And if Google is going to be the secondary search, it's like, okay.
All right, so it's not going to, it seems to be hung up on something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that because I hate retyping and do a reset of the page.
Oh God, it's still there.
Yeah. And now you can see when it returned to this up arrow, that's how it's back, so to speak. So, okay, so now it says, let's break this down into simple fourth grader meets social media manager style. Imagine I've got crayons, a whiteboard, and a donut bribe to keep your attention.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So if someone uses ChatGPT to search the web, can we track that and report on it like we do with Google Analytics for websites? And the short answer is nope, not yet. ChatGPT doesn't give you a way to see what people are searching for or clicking like Google Analytics does. But here's what you can tell clients. If your clients are blogging weekly and asking about how people find their stuff, here's what you can track and report. So you can get traffic from Google or Bing, etc. So use Google Analytics tools or Plausible to say X people visited your blog this week. Most came from Google searches. This blog post got the most views. Use this data to say, hey, this topic really hit home. Let's write more like that, because that's really the sort of thing they want, right? So traffic from AI tools like ChatGPT, that's where it gets fun. ChatGPT doesn't say who it sends your blog to, but if someone clicks your blog link inside ChatGPT and they land on your site, you can track that if your analytics are set up right. So it would actually show up like this: referral source,
Yeah, so
chat.openai.com.
Chat GPT becomes the person we want to cater to. We used to cater to Google, and now we're catering to both.
Yes.
Lovely.
I call that I think that's called AEI.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
still new to
AEO.
that myself. I'm sorry, I meant AEO. Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
Marcel. Yeah.
That's our adaptability. But we can be able to tell our clients, hey, Google's still outperforming, and our Chat GPT is like, the new kid on the playground. Like, they're here to stay.
That's right.
They're,
So
they're kicking Google's butt or not, or Pinterest, right? Like, because Pinterest used to be like top 10, and now they're down to like 17 or 20th in terms of traffic. But that can change per, how people syndicate their content.
right.
Oh, okay.
More things to think about, Marcel, but the good
Mhm.
news is ChatGPT can help you organize that data.
That's fantastic.
Right. So I want to give a short example, not necessarily to this topic, but yesterday I was in a business mastermind, and our mentor was giving us lots of great information. And so I'm here with my pad, and I'm scribbling down notes like crazy and kind of all over the place, because that's kind of how I take notes. And everything made sense in the meeting. And then afterwards, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what do I need to do next? I don't remember. This stuff doesn't make sense. So honestly, I suppose I could have taken a picture of my pad, but instead I wrote down, or I typed into ChatGPT, and I said, here's all this stuff. Help me organize it. And so it did. So once ChatGPT reorganized my thoughts, what I gave it, I knew the steps that I was going to have to take next. So just thought I'd share that. So yes, the meeting AIs, whether it's Zoom or some other ones, can give you great information, but sometimes I just want to know what my notes mean. So yes, Paul, go ahead. You'll have to get unmuted. Oh dear.
All right, my phone. So you mentioned earlier about taking pictures and getting them to Chat GPT. So how did you get your notes? Did you retype all your notes in there and tell it to organize, or what'd you do to get your notes in there?
Great question. In that case, I actually and yesterday, because I was really tired at that point, so I just went ahead and typed them in. Partially because I wanted them to come across, well, I just needed to type them. So, but I think I could have taken a picture and uploaded it to ChatGPT and asked it to read it. I'll have to try that another time. Have you guys used, any of you guys used any of the notes takers, or even the one provided in Zoom?
Not yet, but I do get it to transcribe my notes.
Okay.
Because you were talking about the transcribes, and I have, especially with genealogy, because you get a lot of handwritten records. And so I take a screenshot of it, I upload it to ChatGPT and say, please transcribe. And if it's going to foreign language, I go and translate. And then it'll come back with it laid out exactly as it is in the picture. And it'll have it'll have the English translation of, because I did it for a passport page in a Brazilian passport for my first cousin 3 times removed.
I love that.
And because it had everything was written in what's the language they speak in Brazil? It was all written in the language they speak in Brazil as far as the form goes, and then everything else was handwritten and to fill in the form. So I got it uploaded and it came back, and all the form was now written in English, and it had transcribed what was written in the thing. So it makes it, so I thought, well, this is really cool. What else can it do? And so I have uploaded notes, because I will doodle and scribble, and like you, I'm all over the place with taking notes, and taking a picture of it and said, here, please transcribe this. So yeah, it's been very good. And even some of the older 1800s handwriting and everything else, it's done a pretty good job, both English and American, because there is a slight difference in the handwriting styles and how they do some of the letters. So it's been able to transcribe both of those too. And in some areas where it'll actually put in like, it'll put a square bracket between square brackets, unable to read.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
but it makes it really cool. But one of the comments I wanted to make about GPTs is make them give them a personality. Tell them exactly who they are. So, like I've got several in there. The first one says that you're a world-renowned. I'm a world-renowned genealogist. So that's who ChatGPT has to look at it coming from. And then you go on to explain its personality and that sort of stuff as well. So whenever you use that GPT to do anything you need it to do in the genealogy world, it comes from the perspective that it is a world-renowned genealogist.
Right.
And makes it that way. And I've got another one there for, I am a, I put in there, I thought, let's just play around with this. So I put a romance author in there one time, best-selling romance author. That you're always the best-selling or the world-renowned or the expert in whatever field it is, but you tell it this. So whenever you go and ask it a question, it is coming from a place of, this is who the GPT is at the time. And so it will answer accordingly and pull that information in from those specific regions and areas and stuff. It's a lot of fun getting in there and playing around with it. It really is.
I totally love that, Helen. Thank you very much. That's the sort of thing that we can do. Helen has already put this to good use for her field. You can put it to good use for anything that you like. My example would be, I really like Peter Diamandis. I love listening to what he says, reading following his blog and some of his podcasts. And because he has this thing called your massive transformative purpose, I recently asked it, well, okay, I was feeling a little frustrated with what I was creating in my business. So I said, okay, imagine you're Peter Diamandis and help me move through my current funk into what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. And it actually did. It said, well, Peter Diamandis would ask you what your massive transformative purpose is. So, and it we just went from there. So what a great explanation, Helen. I really appreciate that. Okay, others. Any other specific questions I can address or ask ChatGPT to address? All right, if you don't mind, I'm going to take a brief side tour. So first of all, just to recap a little bit, go sign up for OpenAI Academy. It's a super tool, and I know they're going to be building more of it all the time. One of the things, before I move on to the other thing, it will provide this in different languages. So the person who types into ChatGPT in their own language, ChatGPT will respond in that. So on that note, I want to just quickly share another website and tool that I'm extremely proud of. And yes, I am an affiliate and I am associated with them because I'm using them to build my courses and share them with the world. And that website is called The Great Discovery. And one of the things that it just, whoops, let me click share screen. Otherwise, I won't be talking to anything that makes sense. Because I'm on this kick about languages and being able to share things around the world. So if I go over to The Great Discovery, here's a thing that people might not. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Your website? The Great Discovery, is that someone else's?
Yes.
Or is that your website?
It is not my website. The Great Discovery is a place for people to put their courses, their information that they want to sell all over the world. It just had its very first anniversary, so it's still a very new company. We can go through what all of it means at another time, or maybe in a private conversation, or I may cover more of it in future open office hours. But I would just want to share this because I'm excited. So, well, first of all, hold on, because there's all these different things on my screen. I have some courses on here, including some beginning courses. Hold on. What happens when we get here is there's lots of things. I don't want to play the video here. I just want to show you. I'm going to have to do this another way. Forgive me a moment. Couple of things. One is I have my courses. I will go ahead and log in just so I can show you real quick. But I want to show you that with the Great Discovery, you can instantly translate anything that's on their website to over 160 languages, literally at the click of a button. So if I just go up here and click on Tirza for searching a course, it will automatically bring up all of my courses. Oh, you have to click search. That helps. And what's super cool about this, these are my courses. I've got them for art, sales, and some beginning courses plus a coaching program. But the thing that I wanted to share with you is up here in the upper right-hand corner, you can see the US flag. If you click on that and you give it a different country, let's just say, just pick one for the moment. Oh, wait, Brazil, because Helen brought up Brazil, so that's a good one. It automatically switches to Portuguese, but that's not the super cool part. If I click on confirm, it translates every single word on the screen, except what's inside of a picture, into Portuguese. So if you sent this to somebody in Portugal, they could take anything you put on here or whatever's already on here into Portuguese, automatically translated. I don't have to do anything. I just found this super exciting. So I just wanted to share that with you because I mentioned that ChatGPT can translate everything. There are other sites out there, such as the Great Discovery, that can do that as well. And then to switch back, super easy. I type in the United States. Oh, by the way, let's put in New Zealand just for grins. It should switch to English. Now, Helen, I don't know if it'll switch to.
Yeah, I was going to ask, which English does it switch to?
I don't know. It's a really great question.
Well, confirm and let's have a look and see. Let's see if there's any extra U's or S's instead of Z's.
Probably not. Let's go to another page, not just my courses. That's not necessarily that exciting. Let's go here. It is exciting, but not for the purpose of this question. So I'm not seeing what you're meaning.
If you're looking like words like color where we put a U in there and you guys don't. So any OR words where we put OUR and any words that you put IZE where we put ISE. Those would be the ones that you could tell if it's got
Right.
which English it's using.
Right. I know you can. I've seen Canadian English pop up here, Australian English.
Very similar as Canadian English and Australian English, New Zealand English, very similar to British English.
Okay. Okay.
We just got a couple of words that are kind of different, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I haven't seen any yet. Let's just try UK. Oh, I can't just type UK. That's too easy. United Kingdom. It just says here English, but I have to wait. I'll go ahead and leave that. When you do their live events, so any event done on the Great Discovery platform itself, there is a Chrome extension. I don't know if you can see it up here because I don't know if the screen shows it, but I'll bring it up at least.
Yep,
this is the Chrome browser extension. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Created by the Great Discovery. And if it's a language on their list, so this is what I was talking about. If I type in English, I have Australian English, Canadian English, and Great Britain English. Not New Zealand, but
we always get left off things.
I know.
They had a whole news article the other day about how often New Zealand gets left off world maps. I'm serious.
So there isn't a presentation going on right now, but if there were, this little tool, the speaker would be on screen, you know, for doing their presentation. There'd be a few second delay and it will translate what they're saying into the language that you selected. It won't be in their voice, but at least if you shared this with anyone all over the world, they could get live translation into their language. So this is one of the things that AI has brought about that I just find super exciting. So forgive me, but it's just something I love to share. So we are coming up on the, there we go. Thank you, Debbie. Yes, please. I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
One of the things you shared with me is the fact that you have a team and an affiliate under Great Discovery. You might want to just show that real quick.
Okay, thank you.
Or,
Yes.
Or explain it.
Yes. So another important piece of the Great Discovery, let me see if I can bring that back up here, is the, not here, no, I'm clicking in the wrong place. So the Great Discovery is actually set up for 4 different audiences. Oh, wait a minute. Share screen. Otherwise you can't see what I'm talking about. And thank you for that, Debbie. The Great Discovery is set up for 4 different audiences. This is for learners all over the world, including children and teenagers. So they actually have their own separate portal to log into. So they don't necessarily have access to every single course that's on the platform, but the ones that are designated for children and teens. Super important, I think, for parents and homeschoolers. It's got a section for teachers and course creators. So if you have a passion to teach something, this is something we can help you create as a course and get it out there to the world. The AI Genius Club as another set of wonderful AI tools that makes it super easy to do things. Again, we're having AI be helpful. And then of course, this last part is the affiliates. So you can become all of these at one fell swoop, or if you are really into sales and you love selling great things, you could just be an affiliate and sell all the courses and all the opportunities that are available on the Great Discovery. And this can be done all over the world. This is a digital product, and therefore it's available to anyone. Any other questions? Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
I typed my notes on my second screen.
Okay.
And I just wrote in, affiliates, and you had said all over the world. I typed in all, ALL, and it printed out over the world. So I think it heard you.
Yeah.
And so every now and then, besides filling in the rest of the words, I don't know where they got that over the world, because that's not in anything else that I ever use. But so I'll play with that. I'll see what else I can do with it. I'll report back to you.
Thank you. I would love that. Absolutely, Marcy. So I just want to wrap up by thanking you all for being here. I really appreciate you. If you find this helpful, let others know, because it is my goal to share AI with everyone everywhere. I do focus probably on entrepreneurs, artists, and authors, but I am happy to answer any AI questions that are brought up in the session and even address them afterwards if I can. So with that, have an awesome day. Look for an email from me either later today or first thing tomorrow. It will include a recording to this session, plus the notes, plus any other useful things that I uncovered during our session. And with that, thank you all very much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.